It is main event time, submission or surrender. The 5-star king, Antony Henry, against the lethal dose, Stryknyn. There's no pinfalls. It doesn't matter. No disqualifications. The only way this match can end is somebody submits or says, I've had enough, and surrenders the bout.
I'm sorry if my attention is a little bit diverted, Mr. Wolverton.
Are you still looking at those demands?
No, I'm not looking at the demands. I'm looking at the nice kindergarten artwork on the back that somebody decided to draw of their mom.
That's Pendleton's handwriting.
I love that guy.
I love that he's gone.
Submit or surrender, ladies and gentlemen. No pinfalls, as Mr. Wolverton had said. And these two men have more than their fair share of bad blood, rather.
And, Bill Barron's making himself a very busy man. You were handed the announcement. The board had decided all wrestlers banned from ringside. You'll notice Miss Rachael still out here. She has a manager's license.
Licensed manager.
Perfectly, acceptable for her to be out here. Not that she's not going to get involved anyway.
Of course.
But that meant that Joey Reimer in the Modern Classic BJ
But she likes having 3 boyfriends instead of 1, so I mean, she's kind of lonely at ringside. She'll be all right.
Might be Joey Reimer's first foursome.
Good grief.
He's a young kid.
Who drew that on that paper?
I have no idea.
What in the crap is that? It looks like a cucumber.
I think it's a kitty. I don't know. I didn't draw it. It was up here when I got here.
Good grief.
There's a reason they don't put us on camera. You know that, right?
I understand that completely. Ladies and gentlemen, this rivalry has been going on for a long time, but it really started whenever Stryknyn had to take some time off because of a fireball thrown in his eyes by Antony Henry. Took a lot of time off to recuperate, and whenever he came back, he didn't gun for, oh my gosh. If a picture and a sound is worth 1,000 words, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be what it's about.
I don't. Yeah, we've already seen one wrestler, the Young Lions champ Kevin Blue, busted open this week.
That was a hellacious injury.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a second one in this our main event.
Way to end the show. The main event, submit or surrender.
And both of these men are submission experts. Antony Henry favors the cloverleaf. Stryknyn, obviously, the tourniquet, his version of the Anaconda Vice submission hold. That's just an open hand palm to the face.
Or yeah, they seem to be experts in slapping the crap out of each other.
Those submission holds may do it, but one of these superstars may think, for the bettering of their own careers or the extension of their careers, just say, you know what, I can't take anymore. I'm done. I surrender.
Yep.
But I think it's going to take a lot.
And it's come to this, ladies and gentlemen. These men have had some serious battles over the past couple of weeks.
Armbar applied by Henry, going for the submission.
Going for the submission.
That's the key to win.
Stryknyn submits, the match is over.
Rolls him up. Normally this would be a pinning predicament for Antony Henry, but you see Dee Byers waving it off. There's no pinfalls.
That's got to play into the strategy. He's going for the tourniquet.
It looked like,
or he tried to at least.
It looked like for a split second Stryknyn was going to go for the cloverleaf.
Henry's
he changed
fighting
his
out
mind,
of it.
Went for what he knew. Now Henry going for the cloverleaf.
They are technical wrestlers, 2 of the better ones in this area, and they are showing you why, but they're also showing you they have a mean streak too. They're not just about technical wrestling. They have mean streak, and they have that pure hatred for each other, and that's going to be shown in this match. It already has been until one of them either submits or surrenders. Henry thrown to the outside.
There's no time limits. These guys could go all night. It's just going to be when one man cannot take the abuse any longer. He either has to say the words, I submit, or they say, I've had enough, I surrender.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, on November the 23rd, we heard it. Was that a fire extinguisher that just went off? Oh, my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. That is going to absolutely just stink and make your throat hurt.
Well, we're going to try to keep the action best as possible from the right angles. But, it's a little cloudy in here at the moment. Antony Henry is driving the face of Stryknyn into where that fire extinguisher went off.
You know what? I half expected somebody to come out of the smoke and say hello to my little friend.
If Miss Rachael says that, run. Pardon me for coughing up here.
Sorry, folks.
fire extinguisher.
If you've ever been near a fire extinguisher when it lets off, it is not a pleasant smell or an effect to your throat.
Even our ringside cameraman was covering his face with his shirt to keep from breathing in these fumes. I'm going to need a glass of water or something.
Anytime a fire extinguisher comes into the match, ladies and gentlemen, all bets are off. Stryknyn fighting back. Antony Henry with that vicious elbow to the face. Check this out. Kind of a leg sweep.
He's got the tourniquet applied.
Trying to get Stryknyn's own finish. Biting his hand. People, they have nachos for selling hot dogs, so you have to really bite the dude's hand.
They're getting into the main event. Don't they reduce the price at this point?
Well, they already did. Half price, not hot dogs and nachos. Vicious backbreaker. As I was saying before the extinguisher went off, ladies and gentlemen, on November the 23rd, we found out that it's going to be the first of 3 matches to determine the new Anarchy Wrestling Television Champion. Bobby Moore goes against Billy Buck in a Falls Count Anywhere match on the 23rd of November. What are you going to think about that, Britt?
I think it's going to be a tremendous battle to crown a official television champion, the reinstated Billy Buck or Bobby Moore, the former champion, who thinks he should still be the rightful champion. Submission applied by Antony Henry.
Almost a crossface top maneuver.
Well, he's got the knee into the back, almost a surfboard wrenching back. All that pressure, the spine can only bend so far.
Wow.
Stryknyn trying to get up to his feet, trying to get the crowd behind him. Not a difficult task here in Cornelia. Stryknyn, one of the most unlikely fan favorites in the world.
He really has been. I mean, he does his own thing, and the people flock to him, it seems like.
Power slam.
Beautiful power slam. Henry's got the upper hand, and he might be closing in on the victory.
I wonder if he thinks he's the 5-star king.
I wonder if he goes and stays in a 5-star hotel after the show.
I've heard Miss Rachael doesn't visit places with that many stars. You gotta find her at the cheaper hotels.
Oh, and the ref takes a point away. Into the corner. Stryknyn trying to get on the offensive for the first time in a while. Henry into the ropes. Oh, nice spine buster by Stryknyn, and now both men are down and
could be going for the submission.
We're going to see. Kick to the face.
There's so many submission moves you could have done with the legs, the cloverleaf, the Boston Crab, you name it. Crucifix, but there's no pin.
I thought he was going for a pin.
He rolled him into the crossface.
That was an impressive maneuver by Henry. I mean,
22 years as a wrestling fan, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
That was pretty impressive. As questionable as his tactics are, that was impressive.
He may have to tap out. The tap out will count the submission. Stryknyn trying to roll over, maybe towards the ropes. I don't know what good a rope break will do. He can't get disqualified, but he's got the legs of Henry.
He's got him in the
He's got the
cloverleaf. He's got Henry's own move on him. Talk about adding insult to injury if he were to tap out, losing this match to his bitter rival with his own submission maneuver.
He may have no choice.
He's far away from the ropes, but he's trying to he made it.
If you're a new fan to Anarchy Wrestling on television, the Anarchy crowd here in Cornelia, they love submission wrestling. They love seeing somebody submit. They love seeing somebody tap out. This match right in their wheelhouse because somebody will have to submit or surrender tonight.
A lot of old school fans like the old school way of wrestling, and they like it whenever people are getting hurt and submitted and
bloodied, which we've seen this week.
Yes. To say that they are hardcore wrestling fans is to say the least. Nice power bomb, kind of a power bomb maneuver, and Stryknyn may be going for the spear, and he is.
The spear usually the setup for the tourniquet. Miss Rachael trying to explain Henry, don't turn around.
Stryknyn getting this crowd pumped up. What a kick!
That enziguri kick by Henry.
Check this out. Oh my gosh!
Full rotation German suplex goes for the cover.
I thought he was going for the cover.
I almost said go for the cover too, but it's a submission.
What a submission. What would you call that?
That's cattle mutilation right there.
Cattle mutilation.
He's got the arms locked behind. He doesn't have his fingers locked, so it's not locked in tightly. There it is. Now we got full-on submission. Anthony Henry using his arm strength to pull the arms of Stryknyn back towards pulling those shoulder blades together. Can rip muscles.
Tremendous strain on the pectoral muscles especially.
Now Henry driving elbows into the face of Stryknyn. You know, how much abuse can the human body take in a match like this?
They've already taken their fair share. Any lesser man would have already quit.
He's going to check the arm. This will count the submission.
There's two. One more, and this match is done with, folks. Will Stryknyn. Oh!
Caught! He's up on his knees, trying to get to his feet.
He's got the upper hand. Oh! Back of the head into the, oh my gosh!
Death Valley driver into the top turnbuckle.
Good grief. This has been one heck of a contest thus far, Mr. Wolverton. That's all I can say about that.
A great main event this week here on Anarchy Television. Topping off a great week, Andrew Pendleton, the third gun. We saw, a tremendous bout for the Young Lions champ, Kevin Blue. I'm sure he's got medical attention, getting medical attention. We saw the first title defense of the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas against Bobby Moore. And now we're wrapping up with this submission or surrender, that forearm strike. Henry into the rope. Runs into the elbow of Stryknyn. Would you quit looking at those demands?
Franklin Dove will be required to call me King Daddy during all meetings on live broadcast.
That's why he's not here anymore. Lariat takes Anthony Henry down. Stryknyn unable to capitalize.
Both men are. You got to think, folks, and Mr. Wolverton, something's got to give. Sooner or later, it's got to give. You wonder how much longer these men can keep going on.
They used a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher.
They had to put out the fire.
It's used to extinguish fires, not to hit somebody with.
Have
to spray all over the arena so it's cloudy here.
He wanted you in an elimination chamber type building.
It looks like somebody's been smoking for like 2 hours here. I saw it. But that's not important. What's important right now is our main event, submission or surrender. You have to focus. I know you have the ADD.
I focused.
You forgot your pills, didn't you?
I was never on pills.
You took one of those little blue pills. You've been up all night. And you got that joke. All right.
Wah, wah, wah.
Stryknyn ducks the clothesline of Anthony Henry. Big boot to the face.
Nice boot to the face.
To the face.
He got him to the face, and it's time for the spear again. He didn't get it last time. Will he get it this time? Look at Rachael holding him down. Oh, he's got him by the hair, ladies and gentlemen.
He just pulled her up.
You know the crowd wants to see this. What's he going to do? Check this out. Oh! What was that?
That was a hand Kleenex.
Ew, booger in the face.
Ducks the clothesline. Spear by Henry.
Wow. I thought he was going to go for a pin.
You can't go for a pin. There's no pins. It's submission or surrender.
He has got him in the center of the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and this does not look good if you're a Stryknyn fan.
Stryknyn has a long way to go to get to the ropes to break the hold. If anything, he needs to find a way to use his strength to kick off Henry. He's taken the shorter path. He turned his body so he could get to the nearest rope. I think Miss Rachael may have vomited into her shoe.
She might need to go sterilize her face. I think that's where she's going right now. She can't handle it anymore. Ugh. That was nasty.
Rolls him over.
Can't go for it.
Been into the tourniquet.
Tourniquet. There we go. He's got it.
Miss Rachael is nowhere around to break this up.
This crowd is hungry. They wanted to see Anthony Henry tap.
Miss Rachael can't break the hold. Joey Reimer can't break the hold. BJ Hancock can't. It's all up to Anthony Henry, and he got out of the hold.
Back into the cloverleaf. He got him.
Turns him around again. But he didn't have it locked tightly. Stryknyn able to roll out of it. Flips him over again. Back in, has it locked. This time he has it.
One's got the hair, one's got the arm.
Anthony Henry is near the rope, but I don't think his feet are close enough where he realizes that it's there. He went to the eyes, able to pull himself out of the hold. This action will continue. Your main event, submission or surrender. Jonathan Feltner, your first full assignment here This is amazing.
It really is an awesome match. It exemplifies everything that Anarchy Wrestling is about. Top-notch competition, rivalries, great wrestling. That is what Anarchy is all about. And here comes the chair into play, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we've got a wind up by Anthony Henry.
What is he going to do?
He's going to
the chair. Stryknyn. Oh, man.
Anthony Henry caught the wrong
Is he
side
going
of that
for the
chair.
spear again? And I think he is again.
Henry trying to get up to his feet. He's dazed. I don't think he knows where he is. I can't say I blame him.
He's on Dream Street, just like Bobby Moore was earlier this evening. This can't. Oh my gosh!
Stryknyn didn't realize that Anthony Henry still had the steel chair. Referee Dee Byers is going to check on him. If he's not able to continue, does that count as a surrender?
I'm guessing it does, ladies and gentlemen. And chairs are not meant to be used in this kind of form. Just so you all know. To the back. Oh my gosh! A solid hit to the back of Stryknyn.
He's weakening the back. If he can weaken it enough, he puts that cloverleaf on. It'll be the end.
I don't like where this is going, Mr. Wolverton. I do not like where this is going. This looks like it's going to be extremely bad for somebody.
He's got the chair in the back of midsection.
This is, oh, the chair fell?
Well, he's going to put it back.
What in the world?
He's going to apply the cloverleaf. There's nowhere for Stryknyn's back to go. It's up against the bars of that chair.
Oh.
I don't even know if he can move his arms to tap out. He's going to have
Sooner
to
or later,
submit.
it doesn't come about winning. You got to save your career. You got to save your body.
I can't believe he's able to drag himself. He's dragging himself to the corner. Pulling and pulling. He's got the fire extinguisher.
What is he? Not again.
Right in the face of Henry. It's gotten cloudy in here again, just as it was starting to clear out.
Ugh. Is he finally going to land the spear?
Excuse me.
They got the spear.
He can barely talk. Tourniquet applied one more time.
Going. Will he make him tap, ladies and gentlemen?
Are we going to be able to see it?
I can see through the fog. What's going to happen?
The arm is weakening.
Is he? Oh my!
He cinches it.
Oh, he got him! He is done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the Lethal Dose Stryknyn!
Well, with a cloud of dust around, or excuse me, fire exhaust, I guess.
Amidst dust and chairs, Stryknyn is the winner, and there's no.
Well, I don't think he's going to have time to celebrate, but the winner of the bout is going to be the Lethal Dose Stryknyn.